Hello again, welcome back on my YouTube channel. I'm back again with another video. So the music that is actually pop up on my head, it was Beyonce. I think it was Daddy's Little Girl. Na 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 hey na hey ni. Okay, I don't remember the lyrics. So that music video, like that song, it made me think about the perfectionist, the perfection, the perfectionist industry, whatsoever. So this video is about perfection. It's perfection is a destructive. It's destructive. So it's another form of distracting the collective too. So when you find yourself because eventually when you're starting something and you are starting something, you don't start where you in your best. Like eventually you creating your whatever that your creativity is, you constantly um make it better than it was. You constantly adding because you are going through these experiences. You are putting yourself in a place where you you master your craft. You putting yourself in a place where you allowing yourself to be better than where you were when you started, which is okay. But the problem with perfection is a trauma. I know a lot of people will be triggered by this video because they normalize it. It's not normal. It's not normal to be perfection. It's not normal to be perfectionist. It's not normal to be this and that. I used to be like that. I still struggle with that. So when I started my YouTube channel, they wanted me to heal from that. I put myself in a place where I'm like, you know what? I just need to be like this. I need to be like this. It's destructive. Like it's just. Have you ever seen Instagram? Like a lot of people on Instagram, they are putting like they don't know who they are anymore. They are just who the next girl that done something that got a lot of likes, they're gonna do it. A lot of a new girl that done this, they're gonna do this like that. Nobody is willing to be do the trend. Nobody is willing to do the trend in the way they know how. No one is willing to be original. No one is willing to be authentic. They all want something that is the same. Not only that, Beyonce is being called to stop promoting perfectionist vibe. I get it. She's a Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo. I struggle with that. And but for me, my perfectionist started when I been being criticized a lot. If you look back, Beyonce was the most criticized celebrity. Like they've been told she's this and that, but it's not only her. And plenty of celebrities are going through that. So and now a lot of celebrities are being called to stop promoting perfectionism. A lot of celebrities will stop and it's not just celebrate, even yourself. For me, I used to find it hard to post pictures that I'm posting right now, like on my Instagram. Like it was something like I was like, sometimes I find myself like, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna post it. Who give a fuck about that? So I was like, oh my best, I wish I could be smaller, I can be this and be that. But now I'm like, fuck it, like I was made to look like this. So why I want to be something that I'm not? Why I have to post the pictures that I feel like they're too perfect all the time, which in the past I do that. Sometimes I find myself like, no, I don't need to post the perfect one. I can post the one that I feel like I'm more myself, because I don't want people to, when you meet me on the street, be like, is that you? But you look deep. No, I don't like that. I don't I just don't. So perfection is a trauma. Whenever you're being criticized, you ended up finding a coping mechanism whereby you want to be perfect, you want to be a perfectionist. There was a time there where I came across Michael Jackson. One of things that he said, whereby he said, because he was known as the best dancer, which he did, he got that honor, he got that title, but was he happy? He wasn't. Like he would never be honest, but he wasn't happy because there was a time whereby I think it made her it caused some sort of it caused a lot of something on his feet. Like I don't know what it caused, a dislocation of some sort. I'm not scientific knowledgeable that much, so it caused some dislocating in, I don't know, a bone, his bones on his feet, something like that. Because why? He was traumatized. Like he was traumatized. He was a person that was extremely traumatized, and because of his trauma, he was constantly putting other people in that trauma. And a lot of people, they were scared to show up as their talent because they think that the only time they have to show up their talent, at least they have to be like, um they have to be like Michael Jackson in all the Michael Jackson standard. They forget Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. They have to show up with their talent in the way that they know how. They have to be original. They have to be themselves. No, it's not just only Jackson that I got downloaded from. Gosh, like I can't believe. Okay, I'm just gonna make an example by Beyonce. Beyonce is a well-known perfectionist. She's like she want everything to be perfect. That's why most of the time, whenever she didn't perform on stage, especially when she's prepared, it's because she put so much work most of the time in her craft, which it's destructive. It's something that she need to understand. It's destructive. She need to understand that she doesn't have to do things in the way that she was been doing, but probably now she's different now because she's growing, she's maturing. Like she see that this part of herself need to heal, this part of herself need to do that, because perfectionist, it's another form of mental health. It's another form, it's push you back to mental health issues. It's not promoting anything that is growth into the collective. That's why you find a lot of people, they are so obsessed with doing things in like this way and this way, which when you looking back you be like, wow. It's okay to want to be better, it's okay to be criticized, constructive one, but to the point that you find yourself you have to put a mask. Like for example, Beyonce mentioned that she had to put a mask as a Sasha Fierce vibe in order for her to be what, to be viewed as what other people wanted to be. Was it she true to herself? No. Like her music, I think that's one other reason why she don't promote her music that much. She just know it's not her. Like she knows it's not her. Yes, she write her music, but she knows that what she's promoting is not the on this on the tick self that she is. In the past she tried to be herself, but because of entertainment industry, they trying to make her something that she's not. But of course it worked, she managed to finance it to the point where she is. But at some point she knows that whatever she's promoting, it's not herself. She's just find another strategy that is necessary to finance or on the in the inter in the entertainment industry, and she's doing it, and it's okay, fine. But I don't. I'm trying to remember the other person who have a perfectionist tendency. And another thing, like for example, if you have a OCD, which is obsessively cleaning disorder, yeah, it's a trauma, right? We all know that it's a trauma. There's a reason why you're born to find germs destructive. Maybe it's something that like it's a trauma. We don't know when it started, but some people, I don't know whether other people are born like that, or maybe it's a trauma that is actually that happened when you're a child, or maybe you were going through something. But it's a trauma. It's not something that I can say you can live with it, but I won't say um it's normal. It's not normal. Like it's not normal. I'm not trying to trigger you to be something that you're not, but it's not normal. The blend of things that actually are perfectionist, that a lot of us view it and we think that they're okay, and when you're looking at it, you see the darkness in it. Like the perfectionist, like how many opportunities that came knock on your door that you didn't take just because you felt like you are not the right person for it because of your perfectionist. I'm not gonna lie, if they like for example, if someone offer me to act, I will struggle like a lot, because why, it's not something that I feel like it will come natural to me. So I have to put myself in at other people's shoes. I have to be something that I'm not. Yes, I have to be myself, but I have to be something, like I have to try to be the character that I am not. I have to lie. I struggle with lying. I don't like lying. I just don't. Whenever I have to lie, I just change topic. Whenever I have to lie, I just get silent. I just choose that part because it's easy for me. Lying is not something that I like. I just don't like lying. So acting, it consists of that, but it's a talent. Like it's a talent. It has to be a talent because you are doing something that I cannot do. and anyone cannot do. It's something that you can do. I cannot. Like I cannot. I'm lying if I don't learn anything from actors, because at some point it was someone's story that inspired them to write, and then they hire actors to do what they needed to do. So it's something that I cannot say it's wrong, because I'm lying. Like if I didn't learn a lot of things from acting, from actors, I'll be lying if I didn't know. There's Mel Gibson. Like I've learned a lot from his interview. I've learned a lot, like a plenty of artists that I actually learned from. They're from entertainment industry, who are actors. So it's a career, yeah, it's a career that is good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I'm just talking about the perfectionist in that is not longer aligned with us, that is distracting, because anything that is perfect, there's no such a thing as perfect. Even my face is not perfect. I've learned to love it. Even in the past, there was a time where I will find other people's comment about my face make me feel some type of way, my body, they make me feel some type of way. There's no such a thing as perfect. There's no such a thing as that. So stop putting yourself in a position where you want to be perfect. There's no such a thing as perfect. If we are perfect, think about, we're not dolls. We are um not dolls. We're not some sort of something that we're supposed to be exploited to be something that is perfect. We are fucking far from being that. So stop putting your pressure, the unnecessary pressure, to be something that you're not. Perfectionist is a destructive. It's destructive. It's not something that we are supposed to be going about and making glamorize it, making it something that we should be grateful. That's when we should be come up. No, you are allowed to come up as where you are. It's okay, because at some point you are growing. Whatever craft that you are doing, whatever creativity that you put yourself into, as long as allow you to grow, because you can't constantly be in the one thing that does not promote growth. Probably you're growing financially, but your soul feel like shit. You are not growing